This is an overview of what we'll be talking about today. First, I'll tell you what is IMRaD, and then we'll go through a step-by-step guide on how you can write your papers in the IMRaD structures. After this, we'll also briefly look at a few other manuscript structures, and I'll also show you some samples so you can see how these papers are written in journals. Okay, so firstly, IMRaD, as a lot of you will know, is an abbreviation for Introduction, Materials and Methods, Results and Discussion. It's one of the most common manuscript structures, especially for researchers that involve physical experiments, as it will allow the researcher to uh, express their research in a logical manner. This is why it's especially used in medical and natural sciences field. Now, when writing, we're going to talk about how you should, instead of just writing the IMRAD style, follow the IMRAD style and followed by the title and abstract. So before that, let's just briefly look at what the main text, that is IMRAD, should actually include. Firstly, the introduction is the why of your study. That is why the study was conducted, why is this important to this field, and should generally lay out the motivation for your work. Materials and methods. So this provides all the details necessary for any reader to reproduce your study. So everything that was used in the study, the methods, materials, instruments, subjects, etc. All of these details are provided in extensive detail basically. And results and discussion. So this is essentially just reporting all the findings and observations of the work, and also discussing the interpretation of these results. This section usually ends with a summary. This can be provided either as a paragraph at the end of the section or as a separate section called the conclusion. Now, if you're using IMRAD, it doesn't mean that we need to stick to just these section headings. We can revise any of these section headings as necessary. We can also include more sections depending on your study, or even introduce subsections. For example, if you have a study with multiple experiments, it might be better to split the results and discussion into several subsections to present the results of each of these experiments. We'll look into more detail about how you can modify the IMRAD to better suit your paper.